Jean, thank you for doing this with us today. Super excited. I think the teachers are going to find everything you say super helpful, especially the ones that are just now starting with Canvas. So let's start out with just a brief overview of what you teach, where your campus is.
I'm Jean Hoghoughi. I teach 8th grade science at Goodnight Middle School.
And how have you been using Canvas?
When it comes to Canvas, I'm honestly probably more on the new end of it too. I started Canvas during summer school, and then from there I created an Avid self-paced PD for the district. And then during the summer, I've just really been kind of diving into the sandbox and kind of playing with the different tools and trying to just try out different ideas to see what might work or not work come fall.
Can you show us any examples of any modules that you've built?
Here's, again, my sandbox that I've kind of been messing with and playing with over the summer to kind of get familiar with the platform. And once you go into the actual modules, I'm going to break it up into different sections based on the units. So I'll start with the class information. So it'll always be the general information. And with the modules, I like to kind of add the visuals to help the students kind of break it up visually for them.
Right.
And then I can show you this. So for a calendar, I'll kind of just have a planner where they can always refer to if they missed anything to help them stay organized. I normally kind of send out a weekly newsletter. And if you embed Wakelets, once you update, it'll automatically update in your Canvas so they can stay up to date with that. And
so
then
you're using all these external tools and content, you're still embedding it in Canvas so the student never leaves Canvas, right?
Right. So everything's still right here on Canvas. So their syllabus is right here, and I just embedded the Google Slides that the syllabus was created on. Same thing for like the Meet the Teacher parts. Again, this is all like the beginning of the year stuff that we've kind of started working on for science. Let me see what else we have. And then once we get more into it and kind of know more what we're gonna do, we like to include a lot of videos. And again, that's just embedding a Wakelet, and then based on what we need, we'll just add videos. So it's a quick reference for the students and the parents. Videos we found very helpful, visuals, explanations. And then I always link like the district website. And then I always have like a little counselor corner for any like forms or, oops, I accidentally clicked on it. For any forms or anything the students need or to request a conference like with the counselor. And I always include that too, like in the modules. And that's the basic, again, the class information stuff. And then we'll have like a digital interactive notebook. I'll embed my teacher copy. Again, like you said, it'll just be on the Canvas page so they don't have to leave Canvas. And then the student's copy is embedded with an external URL. So again, they wouldn't be leaving Canvas. It'll be right here on the platform. And then for the units, again, I just like to add the emojis so they know. We'll begin every unit with a word wall that I make on Google Slides. This one isn't completed, but it'll have like the word, definition, picture, so they know that's always there to go back to reference the vocabulary for the unit. And then also for the unit, we always have like extra videos if they need more help or different resources. Again, this is embedded into Canvas through Wakelet, and they can use the videos if they need more review, or we have different links for tutors or like Khan Academy, because in 8th grade they have the Gear Up program. So this website's available to them 24/7. And then like the immersive reader extension. Go back to the modules. And like I said, like we were thinking to do it by unit, but then for, we'll add like a text header with each week. And again, we'll just add the emoji to help it stand out, to make it organized. And then for each week, we'll kind of have the same layout. We like to keep it really consistent for them, because with the virtual learning, we found out that works best. They need that consistency. We'll have their agenda again, and then we'll have their Edpuzzle embedded. We really like the Edpuzzle because they can't skip the videos, and then it has the questions embedded into it. And then of course you can navigate with the next. Their lesson. Also, you can embed the paired X with the external URL if you do like a student paste. And this was one from summer school, but we just embedded it for like an example of what it would look like. And then in the modules, when they do their practice, this would be like I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, the cloud assignment with the Google Drive. So then all the kids would have theirs, and we like to kind of create choice boards where they have different options to kind of show what they know and then submit it that way. We really, in summer school, we liked the speed grader on Canvas. That was nice. That was a really nice feature. And then at the end of the little week, or however we're gonna decide to do it, we'll do some sort of quiz. And there's a lot of different options that you can do for the quizzes. This one's just like a multiple choice. Again, the speed grader is nice. You can let them have a certain amount of attempts, which is nice. And then it can keep their highest grades. We liked how some kids really took the initiative to go like try again to do better. Another feature we really like with the modules is kind of setting the prerequisites. So they have to go in order, or they have to mark as done, or they have to submit something before they can move on. So how we did that is like if you go into the edits, they have to go in order, they have to do this, they have to view it, they have to mark it as done before they can go on to the next thing. So it goes in the order that you had it planned. So we really like that. And we also liked how you can build in advance and set it to open at a certain time. So that was nice. Okay. So yeah, that's a little example of how we're kind of planning to use it in the fall.
That was great.
Great.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, fantastic.
I'm still new and I don't know like all the.
I love how you're like, I'm so new, but this is beautiful.
Right.
Thanks. Thank you.
This
No,
looks
thank you.
so great. Oh, I'm excited for teachers to see this. So
I mean, you touched on the speed grader, prerequisites. I mean, talked about how you made it, visually appealing. I mean, you're a rock star.
Thanks. Yeah, a big thing we found for our kids to kind of like motivate them to work through it is we'd like to keep it really organized. And I know the visual appeal is probably like the last priority, but we found it to help.
Absolutely.
Like the kids like to look at it, they'll actually show up and want to try. Absolutely. Or things like that.
And then incorporating all the outside stuff, the Edpuzzles, the Wakelets, it's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, we just
basically segued into our next question, which is like, what do you think will keep students motivated and engaged to move through the content?
Yeah, we like to keep it visually appealing so they're actually interested in the content. Everything we embed, we try to keep it visually appealing too. And we just keep it really organized. A cool thing with Canvas, if you go into the settings, you can basically, let's see, the navigation, we disabled to where the students can't see all of that and become overwhelmed. We just basically keep it with just a few things in the view of the students. So that's helpful. Again, like just visuals, like pictures on everything, chunking information. That's kind of, we went and used the emojis to kind of help. What else? Being consistent, so they know like every week I'm gonna have this, and I have to do this. We like to give them kind of checklists for the week. What else? We do different like SEL checks, because they'll always be more interested in actually trying in your course or in your class if some way you're making sure to connect with them and building those relationships. So in the fall, we kind of just did like a form where they would answer questions, and we could either like email them directly like, hey, I noticed this, or like in the Zoom, we would kind of do what we called a check-in and chat. So they know like we're actually reading it and we're still making those connections.
I love that. What is that? I love this SEL thing. So what does the Google form look like? Can you show us? Do you have an example?
Yes, probably so. Here's one Pear Deck that we used in the fall. Let me see what this one is. We just would write like a little message for them. This one was like at the end of the year, so I'm not sure. How was your weekend? Did you do anything special? If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Since we've quarantined for over 2 months, what is something that you're grateful for now more than ever? And again, we would just use those as either we can reach out personally or as conversation starters once we were in the Zoom. And again, we would just write them a little note every week. Yeah. And then what else? Probably just adding different forms of differentiation in your assignments, because if they feel like it's too hard or they can't do it, they kind of get discouraged. So if you add those different supports like embedded in, let's see, like we always would try to have sentence starters or things that they can use to help them so they don't feel stuck. What else? And then again, offering choice in different things, they're more likely to try if they have a choice on what they're being asked to complete.
Now, did y'all create all of this from scratch, or do you have like go-to places?
I kind of, if I see something, I'll make it my own. I create a lot of stuff from scratch, yeah.
That's amazing. So last question, and then we'll let you go and keep doing your awesome design.
Thank you.
Do you have any helpful tips? Because elementary teachers will be starting Canvas this year, and this will be the first year they're using it. So any tips for them? I
would just say to actually go into your sandbox and just start playing with your different ideas and trying stuff. Another big tip is to collaborate with your colleagues. We found in summer school, with just talking to other teachers in summer school, sharing ideas, we all learned a lot that way. And I guess the big thing too, if you want to know how to do something, or if you don't know how to do something, ask. Like, don't be afraid to ask somebody for help. If you see something that you like and you want to know how somebody did it, just ask, and they're 10 times out of 10 willing to help you.